Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Let me just tell you, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, and there's so much I have to say on this topic. By the way, as far as when I'm recording this Thursday, May 16th, 2024. And the topic of today's Move Swiftly thought, I had to actually break down into 3 days. Normally I'll get on here and I'll discuss a topic, discuss some important current event, or discuss a lesson in which you as a business owner have to be considering when you're running a business or considering when you're running an organization and all that kind of stuff. But the topic of today in terms of cliques, not CLICKS, but CLIQUES, those types of cliques, and how the cliques, right, the cliques that get formed in the work environment, plus the comfort zone that comes along with these cliques, how that equals the death of your business. I had to actually break this down into a 3-part series. So be ready for it today, tomorrow, and the next day. Today, tomorrow, and actually Saturday. And in fact, I'll actually have to do, because the topic is so relevant, so prevalent in my world. Again, I come from an athletics background, I come from a fitness background. Right now I'm working in the education world, and the death of the business in every single industry, every single company that I've been a part of, every last one, whether it was a for-profit, whether it's for a non-for-profit, whether it was just something people are doing voluntarily, whether it's something that people are actually trying to make a livelihood from, all of it, every single element. The reason that these businesses previously that I've had to deal with, and even the one I'm dealing with now, while it can happen to them too, and it can happen to you, the business owner that's listening to me now, the reason that these businesses die is because there was some sort of clique that was formed, and it led to a comfort zone, which led to the actual demise of the motherfucking company. Stop it. All right, stop it. As a business owner, you have got to have a firm pulse. You've got to have a firm pulse on when cliques are being formed. You have to have a firm pulse and understand you have to pay that much attention to your business, whether you're the owner of this business or whether you're the manager, the person who's responsible for hiring the people in this business. You got to have a very firm grasp on when cliques are being formed, when you start seeing the same people talking about the same old bullshit, complaining. They're not appreciative. They're taking the fact that they even have a motherfucking job for granted. They're always complaining about this ain't this person doesn't do this, when there's never, not one motherfucking thing that they can be grateful for. Knowing every time I take a run, I see somebody living on the fucking street. I see people living on the street, on the sidewalk, walking around with carts, grocery store carts, trying to make ends meet. People actually living on the street. Motherfuckers who I deal with every day who have a damn job, who have a place to go to, they have the fucking audacity to complain about shit, to be disrespectful. All right, and that is a form, again, that is a product of lack of leadership. That's a product of the people up top noticing these cliques and not doing anything about it, only thinking about themselves, only being selfish, only focusing on their bottom line. Well, I got mine, I get paid. There's loopholes around the system, and I don't have to get out of my comfort zone to do this. And there's some people, again, who would rather stay in their comfort zone as opposed to grow and maximize their ability, maximize their earning potential, because they're so stuck and locked in to some comfort zone, whether it's the comfort zone that they have with the person relationally, whether it's the comfort of a friendship, whether it's the comfort of a secure check. The problem with most businesses that fail is because there's cliques formed. I can give you a ton of examples, and in fact, I'll give you a one from my previous job, because again, this was proven. I was there. This was the longest company that I've been with throughout my 35 years of living. All right, longest company I've been with was a company called 9 Round Plantation. I was with them for 4 years. I developed so much. I got the opportunity to work with the Dolphins Foundation. I learned a skill in boxing. I became an author. There's so much growth and development that I owe to that company, not the actual person that ran the gym I was at, but the company and in terms of what they tried to build with the founders of Shannon and Heather. I love the 9 Round company. There's always going to be love from Aswand Cruickshank for the 9 Round company. However, at the same time, the 9 Round that I was the head trainer of has recently, as of this like 3 or 4 months ago, they went out of business, permanently closed, done, gone. All right, and I saw the writing on the wall, and the reason that this happened is because there were cliques that were formed. There were cliques between the other trainer and the members. There was cliques between a member, member and the owner. And the new people that were coming in, wanting to learn, wanting to build their skill set, whether it was a trainer that wanted to come in and build their skill set and learn how to box and maybe apply that to some things in home and things of that nature, that person gets that person gets left out like he's an outsider. Or it's the member who's not where she wants to be. She's obviously overweight. She's coming into a gym wanting to get better. However, it's going to take him or her some time to, get through all the 9 rounds and get through all that. Okay, that person doesn't get the attention of the owner. That person doesn't get the attention of the other trainers. The only people that got the attention were the people that came in, and they could be members of a gym anywhere, right? They were easy sells. What am I talking about? I'm talking about a clique, right? A clique of that few group of people that are always trying out different gyms and have the time of day to go to different gyms. And, 9 rounds just happened to be the one on the list. And then we're talking about a comfort zone. It was easy to train those kinds of people because they come in coachable. Same shit happened at Orange Theory. Same shit happens in a lot of the high school football coaches that are calling themselves, mentors and things like that, but they're only paying attention to the players that actually can play at the collegiate level. Same thing that happens at college coaches at that level. They're only paying attention to the guys that are starters, and they're wondering why people are leaving and jumping ship. All of this shit, every single thing I'm talking to you about, again, it's about a clique being formed and a comfort zone being created on top of that. And when that happens, it equals the death of your business. So the solution, as far as today's Move Swiftly Thought, like I said, I'm just getting started when it comes to this topic, but this is just the primer for what I'm going to be talking about over the next couple of days, because there's some specific examples that I have, and I don't have time to dive too deep into this. I try to keep these Move Swiftly Thoughts under about 7 to 8 minutes, right? So the solution for you as a business owner, I'm speaking specifically to either a business owner or an entrepreneur, an employee that thinks like an entrepreneur, an employee that takes the job as seriously as if it is his or her company. I'm telling you, whenever you see a clique being formed, run away, run as fast as you can. Do not engage them. Do not try to be friends with that clique. Do not try to join that clique, because that clique is going to equal a comfort zone, or is going to lead to a comfort zone, which is going to lead to the death of the business, which ultimately leads your ass to being unemployed. All right. And that's what you don't want to have happen, because that clique that you thought you wanted to be a part of, that seemed attractive at the beginning, again, is going to lead to your ass being unemployed. Because I'll tell you one thing that is true, one thing that anybody listening to me right now can agree with, is misery loves company. Very seldom do you see these cliques being formed and they're uplifting people and they're talking about how great they're done. No, these cliques are being formed because there's a comfort zone, and it's always easier to blame somebody else for some shit as opposed to looking at themselves and looking at their own personal shit and asking themselves, what the fuck do I do for the company? What the fuck do I bring to the table? No, it's a lot easier to ask the question of what that person's not doing and blame somebody else, all right? And like I said, stay tuned, because I got a whole lot more to say on this. Main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work, makeyourmove.com. That's makeyourmove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.